Looking to throw. Baldwin. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
Ready.
They'll run on first down with Wright. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Giants at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Baldwin. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Cougar 19, 70 Timberwolves.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Wright. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
1st and 10 at the 37.
They'll go right back to Wright. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Bronco 80.
They'll run out of the gun with Wright. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 29.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And 2.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. Now the first carry here for the running back. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
19.
And the Giants
79 Broncos. Trap 60, trap 60.
24-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Bronco 80. 70 Lions. Let's go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
A 10-yard gain. But it's 4th down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Goal at the 9-yard line.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow. That's why I never asked for help.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
Bronco in, Hawk 70, Hawk 7, go.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready, ready?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jahdae Barron. And the Vikings are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
That's over the middle into the hands of Noel. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 11-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Nix to the air. To the left side, finds his receiver, Noel. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Nix. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
1st down. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Vikings.
We're scoreless after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
To throw is Nix. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Vikings! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2? Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Vikings are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs yards for his offense.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Just a gain of a couple there. And now third down and 6 to go.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Open man, that's Felton. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal. Nix looking to throw again. He's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Ty Felton. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns.
The kick is good.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0.
Giants nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Tag! Panther 60, Panther 60. Go!
Operating from the gun, Baldwin. He'll get this out to Tootin. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Second and 5.
Brings up second and 5.
Looking to throw. Baldwin. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
Here we go, set. 70 Lions. 60 Eagles. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a second and 10.
Let's go. 60 Vikings. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Let's go.
Back to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
It's 3rd and 7.
Bronco 80. Steady.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready, set.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on fourth. Back to throw. Baldwin. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Now 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing Nix. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants 16. And the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
His kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0.
Giants nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And all deep in his own territory, coughs up the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
Bombers. Oh, my son. Captain. Ready.
A final shot before break. Nix. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near. The landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Operating from the gun, Nix. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing the game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They're going. It's Nix. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Jalen Noel from 4 yards out. And the Vikings take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Let's go now. Ready.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find a way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
And the Vikings first down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Captain.
Nix from the shotgun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Bombers.
Working out of the gun is Nix. And that is incomplete.
Had to do a double take on that one, Brandon, because so far in this game, we haven't seen many of his passes fall incomplete.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll work the middle here with Wright. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
18 Rattler. Trap 50, go.
Looking to throw. Baldwin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Nix. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw. Nix. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on hand.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Second and 10. Here's Nix once more. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 6.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one,
he's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that zero on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
if you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. Looking to throw. Baldwin. Drops it off for Chubb. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Back to throw. Baldwin. He'll try to pick it up himself. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Down to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Bashir Turton, 69 yards. And the Giants are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Giants 7. Matthew Wright
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. To throw, here's Nix. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
1st down, Brooklyn.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. That one looks like he'll throw here. Nick's going to keep this himself. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. When the Giants have it, it's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Cowboy and Cougar 19.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And hard running is going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5. From
the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Now it's Nix. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And now they'll shift things around. Nix to the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. To throw is Nix. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
And this one is incomplete. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive